This is a God simulation game that boys cannot overlook. Build a beach ecosystem using a water tank so that creatures can develop harmoniously here. On the first day you create the world, line the beach bottom with sand, then add suitable salt water. After 2.5 hours of settling, the water quality becomes clear. At this point you can add landscape elements like the sea current and stones on the dry beach, as well as decorate with wooden panels and shells. This natural setting is used to simulate a coastal forest. The stage has been set and the first character to appear is the hermit crab. After entering the ecosystem box, it carefully observes the surrounding environment. Only when it confirms safety does it carefully crawl out of its shell. Don't think hermit crabs stay home all day. In fact, they are social animals that live in groups. Communication is very much needed for them to feel comfortable. You help it find a girlfriend and then let this pair of Adam and Eve be. Being alone for a while, in recent days, they have always stuck together like glue, believing that sooner or later, they will be able to produce the next generation. Meanwhile, life at the bottom of the sea is also quietly developing. Besides these rapidly growing plants, you also add 2 small gobies. They like to eat a mouthful of sand from the seabed when there's nothing to do, filtering out food and then expelling it thanks to this special ability. While eating, they also create a shelter for themselves. These 2 little guys are responsible for managing the sand at the bottom of the sea, but in these days, algae is gradually developing, and if neglected, the water quality will eventually be affected. Therefore you have introduced a new species. This is Oxynastra. They eat algae, equivalent to automatic vacuum robots. But the only problem is that their speed is as slow as oxen, making efficiency somewhat low. There's no other way. You can only continue to bring in the sea hermit crabs. They are only 1/30th the size of the 2 land ones. Therefore they can easily adapt to the crevices, cleaning every nook and cranny. However, the algae on land is also growing wildly. If this continues, it will definitely pose a danger to the coastline. You really need someone to help. Who is more suitable than crickets? They are not only experts at eating algae, but they also do not affect other species on the beach. Indeed, as soon as they arrived at the location, they started working hard. But there was one that was blind, running towards the world of Adam and Eve. Don't be fooled by the seemingly harmless appearance of the hermit crab, but when threatened, these sharp claws are not just for show. The cricket almost got eliminated right on the spot, and a few more peaceful days passed. As a deity, you plan to simulate an extreme weather event on the coast. To see how the animals will react, first turn off the lights, then activate the artificial rain feature. The rain falls like a sprinkle. The hermit crabs are not very happy. They have to seek shelter under the wood. But rain is an important factor in maintaining ecological balance, because over time, the salinity of the seawater will continuously increase, and sweet rain can bring salinity back to normal levels. Moreover, when the report arrives, the waves should also hold steady. To simulate this phenomenon, you have added a water pump at the edge. Now sea creatures are forced to hide in the crevices. The hermit crabs are swept away by the waves. Turning over, only the water lily snail clings tightly to the edge of the tank, having escaped one disaster. After the report has passed, the beach returns to a state of calm. At this point,